Hi fairy grasshoppers, it's Bridget. Welcome to my vlog. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to do a vlog. I don't think I've done one for a while with you. Have I? Not sure. So a couple of things. One is air quality. So the air element has been posing a bit of a challenge lately. I live in Minnesota, so upper Midwest, and there have been Canadian wildfires, and so the smoke has literally settled in to pockets and parts of our state, and I'm sure other states too. And the air quality is so bad today that I did my walking earlier. It's a good thing, but it's like you walk outside and it smells like smoke and it's thick and you can feel it in your throat, like I feel it in my throat. And it's affecting me now. It makes me feel like I have allergies right now. All of a sudden I'm like, whoa, wow. So air quality. So it got me to thinking about the air element, or the element of air. Now I know I've talked about elements before, but I don't know if I've talked about all of them: earth, air, fire, water, and light. But I sure have gotten to thinking about the air element. So to me, air energy is a muse-like energy. So a muse. So energy that inspires me to be creative. And it also is really, really great for healing and clearing, which I clearly need right now. I feel tired today now. It's really humid here too. It's hot, very heavy and hot. And I like it like that usually, but with the smoke and the air and stuff, it's just not a very good fit for me physically. So I think it's kind of weighing on me. And plus I've been doing some work. I've been doing some self-work and such. And so I think I'm just tired. Like, it affects us. So as empaths, you know, I always talk about this. I always say, okay, I'm an empath, you're an empath. What does that mean? You might not know what that means. It means you feel stuff, right? It means you feel a lot of people's stuff. It's not just your stuff. You might think it's your stuff, but it's not just your stuff. It's everybody's stuff. And so because of that, then you need to utilize tools for healing and clearing to help you to sort out or discern what's really yours and what isn't. Because working on ourselves and having that relationship with ourselves is super, super important. So things like elements, like the air, can really come in handy that way. So for me, I very physically am reacting to the air stuff and kind of being cloudy. So it kind of feels like, oh, is it not having clarity right now? Is it a recognition of a need for my physical body to relax right now? Or is it a throat chakra thing right now? I can tell you right now, it's a throat chakra thing for sure, because I can literally feel it like a sore throat right now. And I was doing some work earlier. I was talking to somebody earlier too, and I was having some throat reactions. And so empath heart, throat, communicating with the heart internally, really recognizing and being in awareness of feelings and emotions. It's not always easy, but we have to, so we can discern between yours and mine. And we need space to do that. And I think the air element today for me is just reminding me of that. It's making my throat chakra kind of flare up a bit so it gets my attention. And it needs that healing energy from my heart. Yeah. And when the two are working together, there will be so much clarity. So that's how I'm feeling right now. That's where I'm at. So recognizing the elements, thinking about the metaphors of the natural environment, what's going on around me, also what's going on inside of me, and how my physical body is affected, and how my throat chakras might be active in that, and working to bring forward messages and information. So I'm here for it. And I guess the question for me would to ask of you would be, are you here for it? Are you? Interesting. So I think I did try to kind of take a nap a little bit. I was kind of just resting, but I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep last night very well either, but I couldn't really sleep, which is probably good. I don't want to go to bed too early, but I had some calm time, which I think helped a bit. But I noticed that as soon as I laid down to rest, then I could feel not just my throat chakra and my heart chakra, but my solar plexus, my stomach started to feel kind of not feeling well, like physical. Like I'm like, oh, whoa, what's that about? which just means there is definitely alignment happening, a desire for alignment that is created within me that my physical body is jumping into. Hey, there's a clearing. Hey, this is an opportunity for you to reset yourself and realign yourself. And so that's how it feels. So every day, day after day after day, there's always these invitations that we have. There's subtle and sometimes not so subtle messages from the universe through nature, like with the elements, like with the air, through things that happen, natural events or current events that are part of our understanding, our greater understanding, our broader understanding of ourselves as an empathic beings, where we sense and feel and know each other that way, and know ourselves better, and know ourselves at all. Actually, you have to know yourself a little bit before you can know yourself better. So you got to build that relationship internally. And so sometimes it's easy to work with that, work with yourself, your spirit, through energy, through working with energy and understanding energy instead of some other maybe traditional methods, that kind of a thing. So just another way to look at things, I guess. So how are you feeling? As I'm sitting here, I literally feel like, oh, sinus stuff. And how are you guys feeling? Grabbing some water element here to help soothe. Interesting. So I'm also thinking, as I ask you that question, that the fire element is active. Fire. Because the fires is what's causing the smoke and bringing some of this information to me, to my doorstep. And so fire, how do you relate to fire? Ooh, I love fire element. For me, fire is passion and desire and drive and creativity and transformation and alchemy. It's just magic. I love it. And you may have heard me talk about this before, that I actually have the energy within me, and part of what I align with is the fire element and also air, of course, but the fire element, which is one of my mentors, Red Turtle Bear. He had gifted me this information, or the message of awakening the fire bear within me. And right after his passing, when he transitioned into the afterlife, I had this awareness through a visitation with him, and he said, "You are the fire bear. You are a fire bear." And I'm like, oh yes, that feels very good. Very divine feminine, very help show the way, help shine the light, to use the fire in all of its different characteristics or attributes is so enticing to me. I like that. Yes, I do. But I also understand, just like with any skill or trait, if we overuse it, if we use it too much, it can become a detriment, a hindrance to us, because then we don't develop other things that we need to use to get through life, etc. And we overuse something that's a strong skill or trait of us, and then it becomes a problem, like the wildfires, totally out of control. So everything, I guess, in balance or harmony, finding its own rhythm. So I hope you're doing well today. I hope you're feeling good. I am just going to kind of drink some of my water. I might do a little journaling here and try to kind of have a mellow night. So thanks so much for being here, Fairy Grasshoppers. I appreciate you. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and I hope you've enjoyed many of the other videos that I've been sharing here on the Fairy Grasshopper YouTube channel, and also on Above Life channel on YouTube as well.